I bet. So the movie opens up with Brian and Dom racing in the streets of Spain because Mia is finally giving birth. We see the title card, shout out Dead Meat once again, and we're in Moscow with it. And we see The Rock pull up in his children's extra small dry fit tee. And of course, he's looking shiny as ever. We then see that some crazy shit just went down here. This should look like the Avengers did a meet and greet or some shit. They catch one of the guys responsible and we see a bald man rocking a plain white tee. Shit, this gotta be Dom, right?
No, nigga.
It's just some random nigga that looks like Dom from the back with a fucking sniffer on him, bro. I'm telling you, this nigga got a schnauzer. His nose big as fuck. The Rock is then trying to get info, but this nigga starts being mad disrespectful. So he gets a can of whoop ass opened on him. Rock then throws this 200-pound man against the wall like a bag of Skittles and proceeds to whoop the dog shit out of him, throat chopping him, slamming him into the table, then grabbing him by the Goodfellow tee, lifting him up with no legs at all, just all arms, bro, and gorilla presses this nigga into the ceiling. He then flings him one more time into this bulletproof glass, cracking it, and walks out the room casual as fuck like nothing just happened. Mind y'all, this was supposed to be an interrogation, by the way. He was just supposed to get information out of him. This room looks like Edward and Bella's on their honeymoon. We then cut to Dom in paradise, cuddled up to this butt-ass naked Brazilian baddie, just living the dream, you know what I'm saying? Popping open a Corona when he gets interrupted by Dwayne. Of course, he tells him to fuck off because his life is dead-ass perfect right now. Why the fuck would he fuck that up to go help you? Well, he shows him a recent picture of his very dead ex-girlfriend Letty in front of his current Brazilian girlfriend right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's just wild, bro. You showing me a picture of my dead ex in front of Brazilian fine shit? Nah, this nigga Dwayne is playing elite, and I mean elite defense right here. I'm talking about Matthew Dellavedova guarding Curry in the finals, bro. This shit is crazy. This nigga saw him getting bad hoes and instantly had to fuck that shit up. And just look at how he's sitting outside soaking in his dirty Mac defense, bro. He knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. He knew Shorty was gonna be there. So Dom agrees to help him, but he says that he's only gonna do it with his crew. We then see Roman in a PJ with some hoes, Ludacris in Costa Rica playing Robin Hood, Wonder Woman and Han in Tokyo, and then they get the boss call. Everyone's in London now breaking down the plan, and Dom and the crew will only help Black Bruce Banner if they get full pardons. Criminal records gone, not so much as a fucking parking ticket to their name. And The Rock agrees. So now it's time to get down to business. They send in the punching bag from earlier to get Shaw, but this nigga is moving like Charles Xavier because he drew all the cops in London here so his team could rob some fucking banks, I think. I don't know exactly what they are. I think they're banks. I have no clue. And that ain't even the end of it. He completely destroys the hideout and manages to get away with not a single bullet hitting him. He had the entire base booby trapped with explosives to self-destruct right when he was gonna leave. That's elite planning right there. I can't even hate, bro. But the thing that does bother me, right? You're telling me that not one single bullet could have went through this gap right here? Bro, I know you're fucking lying, bro. That's more than enough space. So his ass is maneuvering through London in his Perry the Platypus ass F1 car, and they got Dom and his crew rocking some M3s, I assume. Shit, I fucking hope so, because if they got these niggas rocking base BMWs, bro, holy shit, they're beyond cooked. This shit was a mismatch from the start, especially when this nigga's car starts transforming because Shaw hits a button raising this flap right here that makes cars just flip off his, like water off a duck's back, bro. These cars cannot touch, bro. This nigga Shaw is literally gliding on the streets of London, moving side to side like my dog side swipe, just taking out cops left, right, and center, the same way Los Polos takes out Caniac combos, bro. This shit's deadly. The streets of London look like a goddamn demolition derby right now, bro. It's wicked out here. They got my dog Senshi clutching his beans and toes, bro. It's just real treacherous over here. Han and them pull up to the bank when all of a sudden this man starts unloading the mag on him. This albino Monsters from Monsters Inc. looking ass nigga just casually put a switch on a fucking Barrett 50 cal. Bro, how do you do this? Isn't that a bolt action sniper, bro? Like, I don't know shit about guns. I promise you I don't. But I know snipers are not supposed to shoot this fucking fast. Then the goons come out the bank hitting the tag team on the family with actual assault rifles. All my dogs got pistols, bro. They got base level fucking zombie pistols, bro. What the fuck are they supposed to do, bro? Talk about a damn mismatch. Meanwhile, Brian and his crew are chasing the other criminals when they shoot this little ass puck on the cars. No need to panic, right? Yeah, wrong as fuck, because these things turn red and make your car malfunction. Goddamn, Ludacris is dead or presumed dead, and Roman is presumed extra fucking dead because just look at these crashes, bro. They should be dead. There's no way they should survive this shit. But I have to remind y'all, this is the early stages of this franchise wilding out, so this is pretty logical still. This is very much in the realm of possibility. Later on, you'll learn that everybody is a goddamn super soldier, but that's a video for another day. Brian gets absolutely cooked by Shaw's crew, bro. They did my dog bogus as fuck. Like, genuinely, they did him so crazy. They had him screaming, oh shit, in slow-mo, bro. Just hoeing my man. Then this bitch busts a U-turn and slows down right next to Brian just so she could wink at him and drive off. Oh, fuck no. This bitch did not just emote on Brian for extra disrespect. Oh my god. I can't believe my eyes, bro. This cocky little white bitch, bro. She has to die now. The Rock and Dom are chasing down Shaw right now, but Dom takes his eye off the ball to go after what he thinks is Letty's car. Meanwhile, The Rock decides to go completely insane, jumping out of a moving truck to fall like 20 feet onto this small ass F1 car. Dwayne, you are too goddamn big to be doing all this athletic ass movie shit. And y'all can't even say family, bro, because Dwayne is not part of the family yet. This is what happens when you have Samoan blood in your DNA. Can y'all just imagine how fucking terrifying that is? Like, imagine you're driving like a Tesla, because it got the glass roof and shit, and a big ass 6'4", 260 pound, half Samoan, half black gorilla on steroids jumps onto your glass sunroof. I swear to God, I might shit and piss myself at the exact same time. And what's even more impressive is Shaw's composure while this happens, because he just casually flings The Rock off of his car and drives away. We then cut to Dom chasing down the car that we think Letty is in, and he pit maneuvers it, and we see Letty pop out the whip. Holy shit, the family can finally get back together. This bitch ups fa on Dom and shoots him in the shoulder and just drives away like nothing happened. Like they weren't fucking in love with each other 2 movies ago. We're back at the base and Roman and Luda are alive with not as much as a single fucking scratch or a speck of dust on them. Man, that plot armor strong as a bitch, bro. I'll tell you, holy shit. Oh yeah, all of a sudden Dom is a goddamn surgeon now, pulling bullets out of his chest with not a single drop of blood anywhere to be seen. And bro still wants to go save Letty. Gang, my Puerto Rican brother, bro, mi hermano, bro. This bitch literally shot you, gang. She does not want to be saved. Let her be. Leave her alone. Luda and The Rock go to get faster cars when they get racially profiled by this Fufu TOS boy. And then he's singing a completely different tune when they buy the entire car collection. Then they embarrass him by robbing him in the most polite way possible. Meanwhile, Dom and Brian go to a pawn shop looking for answers about Letty, and Wonder Woman and Random Lady go looking for answers about Shaw, yada yada yada, plot progression, blah blah blah. Let's get to the goddamn meat and potatoes real quick, shall we? Random Lady and Letty start going at it, and Shorty goes to handcuff her, but Letty fights back and uses them as brass knuckles now. She goes for a left and goes for a right, missing both attacks, but hits the parry and starts wailing on her. But then she parries Letty, grabbing her face, trying to bitch her, then weaving some punches, then kneeing her and locking her in a fucking armbar. No cap, I have never seen Alberto Del Rio use this move as effective as this bitch did. And he was WWE champion twice. But peep real close and real good, because Letty is blocking the armbar from getting completely locked in, holding her hands together, and that's W strats by Letty. You know what I'm saying? Until it's not, because Shorty got that shit extended now, bro, and that shit looked like it hurt. And y'all should take a guess real quick on how Letty gets out of this. She ends up biting old girl's ass. It's a street fight, so I can't even be mad at it for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, hey, do what you gotta do. And just when y'all thought the fight was over, Letty tackles this bitch full speed, spearing her down a flight of stairs, then choking her out before getting away on the train. That's W fights in the chat right there. Hey, let me get a W fight in the chat, especially since the other one with the guys was just a complete and utter ass whooping. Like, this nigga's doing missile drop kicks into a flying elbow on them, bro. It's GG's. I ain't gonna lie, this shit is beyond unfair. We then find out Shaw is working with Braga, who Brian put in jail in the 4th movie. So Brian's plan is to go back to Cali, where he's wanted by the FBI, just so he could get some intel on Shaw. It's completely stupid. Like, it makes 0 sense whatsoever, and I don't even think if it goes through well, it like changes anything in the story or the plot or the plan or whatever the fuck. Like, I think he just does this for the love of the game. So the next 10 or so minutes is quite literally Prison Break season 1. Fast forward a little bit and Braga pulls up on Brian in jail, spilling the beans on Letty, and turns out Letty completely lost all her memory, so she's practically a completely different person now. And Brian has one of the funniest fake demon moments in the entire movie. He says you lucky this door is between us, and then bro gives the head nod and the door opens fast as hell. This is exactly how niggas be when you up pole. His ass started started panicking, looking around because he was not ready for that shit. These niggas got shanks and shit. Brian thinks he's about to meet the woo. But in true co-main character fashion, he reverse jumps 3 niggas in a 4x4 cell with so much ease, it's not even funny. This man Braga's talking about Shaw like he's goddamn King Von. You can see the terror in his eyes, talking about some you only get close if he wants you to get close looking ass nigga, bro. This man got the brakes beat off of him so bad that now he want to be Shakespeare and shit. We pull up to this car meet and I see absolutely nothing but Cho. Yeah, that's right, I said Cho. Chopped snow. There's so many mid white bitches here, I would have swore I was at a Taylor Swift concert. And to make matters even worse, just look at how niggas get around the hose, bro. I hate car niggas with a passion, because why the fuck would your car possibly need to do this? Like, bro, why is your car on its side? Then I gotta see this bitch with absolutely 0 buns shake her little shit on my screen, bro. Get this shit out my face before I punch a hole through my fucking monitor, bro. Dom finally arrives at the function, challenging his little shit to a race, trying to make her fall in love all over again. I swear to God, bro, this movie is literally just The Vow with cars and explosions. Anyways, they're about to race and he drops this little ride or die remember line and he got her gears moving in her head. She low-key starting to remember some shit now. The race is off and Dom does his signature wheelie with a car. He just like Westbrook with that weak ass tomahawk dunk he always does. I swear that nigga does not know how to do anything else. No creativity in that man's dunk package whatsoever. They're racing through the streets of London right now, putting hella people's lives in danger, and the cops pull up with these weak ass cars. Gang, is that a goddamn Volkswagen? How do I tell you this nicely, bro? You're wasting your time, resources, gas, and tax-paying dollars. Go give out some parking tickets or some shit, because you are not catching these two. And my point gets proven almost instantly when this nigga decides to aura farm to the maximum degree, turning on a dime, making the cop crash, and then starts driving in reverse like he's Toe Mater, staring a hole through Letty's soul. Oh my God, you gotta clap it up for bro. Put this shit in the Hall of Fame, bro. Dom is a different breed. He then turns the car back around, driving regular, got old girl showing all 32. She happy as hell. Dom got the shit in the bag and it's not even a question, bro. I know her seat is absolutely drenched. They both hit the nods and Letty did it a little bit too early, so Dom wins the race. He then starts giving Shorty a rundown of her own life, giving her backstories on scars and shit, even giving her her chain back. Letty is so flustered and doesn't know what to do, so she just drives off because bro just broke her down brick by brick. Shaw then pulls up warning Dom to get out of town, you know what I'm saying, leave them alone, let them do what they gotta do, and nobody gotta get hurt. But of course he doesn't, because movie, you know what I'm saying, the plot gotta keep going. We find out that Shaw and his people are in Spain now, so everybody packs their bags and heads out. Oh yeah, Brian makes it back in one piece, so that's good. One of Shaw's men gets caught on the base, so the military moves the shit out the base to a new secure location, because that's what Shaw wanted. It's all part of his master plan. They read these niggas like a goddamn book on some one fish blue fish shit, straight picture books, easy reads. Shaw and Letty hijacked this shit so fast with so much ease, bro. They literally just ramped the Jeep into the cargo truck, shot the roof of that shit, and hopped into the truck. Like, gang, this is malpractice. I know goddamn Popeyes that have better security than this. Y'all are probably wondering what's inside the convoy, and you know what I'm saying, shit, so am I. It's been over 10 years since I've seen this movie, so I completely forgot. Like a dragon popping out of an egg, this big ass tank emerges from the shell of the convoy.
So we don't have the capacity.
Bro, they keep upping it on my nigga Dom, bro. This shit is not fair, bro. A goddamn tank? Come on now, bro. How are we supposed to fight against this? This man Shaw is such a psychotic freak, because he goes to the opposite side of the road just for funsies, bro. There's no plan in this shit whatsoever. There's no strategy, nothing. He just wants to see the world burn, because he's literally eating other cars like nothing, bro. He's literally running them over, flattening them, and everything. Even Letty is looking at this man crazy as hell, and she's on your team. This nigga's giggling like a fucking schoolgirl because he genuinely enjoys this. He's doing it for the love of the game. Not a single empathetic thought behind those eyes. And just when you think it's over, he ups it again.
Oh look, a bridge.
That was genuinely not even necessary, gang. You're just a dick. While this is going on, the tank is literally eating Roman's car from the back. But Brian is there to make the save, you know what I'm saying? His ass is gripping on the roof of that shit the same way Lily Phillips grips me. I'm talking about a vice grip on that motherfucker. He eventually hops in the car with Brian and they decide to use Roman's fucked up eaten car as an anchor. Shaw then tells her to get out the tank and get rid of the cable attached to the tank. But then he aims the fucking tank at Dom. And then one of the most buck fucking wild things I have ever seen in a non-fiction movie takes place. I'ma just play the clip, bro. Play the fucking clip, bro. No, your eyes do not deceive you, because this man hops out the car predicting when the anchor is gonna fuck up the tank, drives his car to the railing, causing him to cut through the air like a fucking flying squirrel to catch another human being in mid-air over a bridge gap, slamming into a windshield. And then they're perfectly fine, bro. Like, perfectly fine, bro. There's not even a single speck of dirt or glass on this nigga's Goodfellow tee, bro. It's so laughable. It's genuinely insane. His spine should be mush right now, and his cranium should look like goddamn Play-Doh, but of course it doesn't. If the last movie didn't confirm that Dom is the fucking second coming of Thor, then this movie is for sure the nail in the coffin. Dom Toretto is actually, like, genuinely Puerto Rican Superman. And if y'all think I'm just trying to be funny because I'm Puerto Rican, bro, look this shit up, bro. Dom is Dominican and Puerto Rican, bro. There's no other way to explain the shit that I just witnessed. This nigga is a bald Kryptonian with a Dodge Challenger. Like, what the fuck, bro? Mind you, the climax of the first movie was a regular ass race with Dom and Brian beating a train, and then Dom almost dies in a wreck. But here, he doesn't even have a sliver of blood on him, bro. Let me get a W plot armor in the chat, y'all. Super Dom is in full effect moving forward. Shaw and his people get captured, but bro had an ace up his sleeve the entire time. So they end up letting Shaw go free with the chip, and just to put the cherry on top, random lady right here pulls a KD switching sides.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What I tell you about white hoes, bro, these bitches are evil, I tell you. Man, fuck this bitch. She been a snake this entire time, bro. I'm sick to my stomach. Shaw tries to make the call to kill Mia, but Ludo put a counter UAV in the area. W Tech in the chat for Ludacris, bro. Hey, shout out you, man. Shaw and his people get to the cargo plane, and they're about to bust a cap in Mia's ass when Dom makes the save. This nigga hits this bitch with his car and starts shooting his shotgun all over the damn place. We then get a rematch between Letty and random bitch where they start fighting over a gun, shooting it a few times, and old girl ups it on Letty, but there isn't any more bullets. Letty hits a left but gets parried into a spinning kick, got my girl stumbling. She ain't never had to fight nobody like this in the streets of LA, bro. Mind you, she's just a regular street racer, but now she has like martial arts training. Brian peeps that wifey is in distress, so he gives this nigga a phenomenal forearm and starts boxing him up. Brian lands two lefts, gets blocked into a kick and a knee. Meanwhile, Dom is getting manhandled by Russian Hulk over here, and Brian is about to meet his Fast 7 fate early. So what happens, you might ask? Dom gets a goddamn power up because this nigga lands a flying headbutt to make the save. I have never in 6 goddamn movies seen you act like this, Dominic. A flying headbutt, gang? You must have watched a lot of Chris Benoit when you were a kid, gang, because I've never seen you pull this out of your bag. Brian and Mia manage to get off the plane, outsmarting this white bitch, probably killing her in the process, which is great, honestly, fuck her. And now it's time for The Rock and Dom versus their evil European counterparts. Both teams are going back and forth until Dom catches Shaw, a grown man by the way, and flings him into the cargo like he's a damn toddler. He then picks up this Johnny Bravo looking ass nigga, setting him up for a flying clothesline finisher. Bro, what the fuck? These niggas turned into the goddamn Usos. Like, you saw how much air this nigga Dwayne got, bro? Jesus Christ. Letty is then fighting for her life when she opens the plane door, and The Rock throws her a lob, giving her a fucking spear gun. Like, where do you get this from? Random lady gets shot and flies out the door. GG's, you know what I'm saying? She's dead. Rest in piss. Oh yeah, speaking of characters dying, Wonder Woman sacrifices herself to save Han. Yeah, so yeah, that's sad. And then Han proceeds to beat the dog piss out of this man and throws him into the turbine. So yeah, it's safe to say that he's dead. Mind y'all, the whole time this is going on, this plane is halfway off the ground right now. Shaw is trying to get away, but Dom catches him, making his face taste the steering wheel, then grabbing the chip, jumping out the V, and Shaw goes bye-bye. So Shaw is dead also. So because these street racers from LA, right, know how to shoot fucking wing flaps of a plane to prevent it from flying, the plane crashes crashes and blows up. Simple enough, right? Yeah, makes sense. A lot of shit that happens in this movie, you just gotta smile and nod, because you guys are gonna have to smile really hard and nod even harder for what's about to take place next. So Dom is still on the plane while this is all going on, and he's gotta be dead, right? Wrong as fuck, because this nigga thinks he's Batman, and Aura Farm's driving through the plane on fire until he somehow crashes. I don't know how. You're supposed to be one of the best drivers in the world and you like spin out or some shit. Whatever, bro. Everybody's crying and sad because they think bro is dead. And since this man is Captain Puerto Rico, he starts walking through the smoke and fire completely fine. Gang, you are not in an edit, bro. Nobody's gonna put you in a fucking TikTok. I hate this franchise so much, bro. This shit is actually hilarious. It's so funny. At least his shirt is finally dirty, bro. I swear to God. If that shit was crispy clean, looking like it came fresh out the pack, I would have lost my shit. Everything is fine and dandy. The family's back in LA now with full pardons, living the good life, having a nice little barbecue and shit, until we get a mid-credit scene that isn't so good, if I'm being honest with y'all. Jason goddamn Statham pulls up and kills Han and calls Dom, setting up the next movie. So yeah, there's that. Han's dead. RIP in the chat for Han. Yeah, that's the video, y'all. That's the video, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had to drop another banger for y'all real quick. I love y'all so fucking much, bro. We on the road to 300K, bro. I love making these movies, bro. I love making these videos on these movies, bro, because it's so funny. Like movie fast food, if you know what I mean. Like, you got to go watch these movies with your brain turned off, because if your brain is turned on while you watch these movies, it will drive you absolutely insane. But yeah, make sure y'all eat some water, drink some food, wash y'all ass, tell someone you love them, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.